shot, that stroke.
What? Oh no, yeah, by you?
They're only... That's right.
Oh, that's it. Hit the driver. Hit the driver. That's pretty good. There you go.
Yeah, that's what you...
That's two different contents.
So I know you have one of those in your room, but I don't know which one.
Might as well take
You take both
one
of them.
has Disney Plus.
Oh, really? So that's why Broke the street.
Who is in here anyway?
Firefly.
Who?
Firefly.
Oh, the redhead from Firefly? That is the redhead from Firefly, right? Yep. Oh wow, that's what it is. That was her.
And that one on the end was the wash box, which was the most recent box. We also got dinosaurs in the wash box.
I was really excited about that.
They also include these Cubits figures, which are kind of like Funko Pop heads, but they're smaller and they're really adorable.
You could get one of two in every box. So
Right.
Personally, I have, I think, Book, Jane, and Now. But
That's the same ones I have.
But like other people have said they've got Wash and Simon.
They have Wash, Simon, and Kaylee.
Kaylee,
People
yeah.
got Kaylee, and I don't have Kaylee yet, and I'm annoyed about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to sign up for the Loot Crate, and I'll give this link at the end also, it is looted, looted.by. I'll have it at the end too, so you can write it down then, /DK4TR. And if you use Firefly 10, and it's the first one you've ever gotten, you'll get 10% off. Which, if you're like, I'm gonna sign up for the rest of the series, get the 6-month subscription, and it makes it like $30 a box.
Yeah.
And the value of all of them is like $65 in it.
It's also on the Loot Crate website, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's also on the Loot Crate website, but you can't get the discount code unless you use mine. Yeah, and I was actually interviewed for the first box, which was the Kaylee box, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I like to have it framed at my house. Here's this bigger. I forgot that this did this. But you get a sticker. You get this booklet.
Little enamel pins.
Yeah, there's an enamel pin in every single one.
Inspired by the character on which the box is based.
I think you can get those later though. I think those are available.
I haven't even looked because I have the box, so I'm secure.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to. Yeah. But you get stickers from different planets. Like we've got a Persephone, we've got a Hera, we've got
Beaumont.
yeah, and Jane Snow.
Yeah. I love the Beaumont sticker. It's so pretty.
Yeah. So and then here's the this doesn't sound like I thought it did. This is the picture of all of the Cubits and all of the Mini Masters figures, which they're all really cool. I can hear it. The Cubits are cute, but the Mini Masters are cuter, and I think I can. Hold on a second.
I think that image is also available on QMX.com.
I don't know if it is, because they sent it to me a long time ago to like use in this panel, and then they're like, where did you get this image? And I was like, you guys sent me this.
Oh, goody.
The river one is beautiful. The river one is River Dancing, which there aren't any figures of at all.
The only figures I found of River are her with the sword.
Right, there's the
dress.
Warrior River, but I think this captures River so well. It captures her in a way that we haven't seen captured. Also, the Simon one is adorable because he's like
So
looking all
funny.
huffy. Yeah, they're all so cute. So then other merch. There's tons of other merch that's like not in, like the Loot Crate boxes are a great way that if you want to find out about Firefly merchandise and you just want to get it sent to you and you're like, I don't care, I just love Firefly and I want to get cool stuff. Or if you care about someone who loves Firefly and you want to get them something cool. Christmas is coming up, yeah. And
Great
Hanukkah.
present.
So other merch, we've got a lot of cool figures from different companies. QMX Quantum Mechanics is one of the big companies that has a lot of the licensing, but Toy Vault, which I think is here,
Yeah, they are.
also has a bunch of licensed stuff. And this is a lot of the stuff that I didn't bring everything, but you can find a ton of Firefly stuff like throughout the con. There's a new board game that we didn't even know
We didn't
about.
even know about it, but
talk
it looks
about that in
really
a
cool because
second.
you can play through the plots of the episodes.
Yeah.
I think
We'll get to those when we do the board games.
Sorry.
So this Serenity plushie is QMX. They showed it off at a
It's also in a regular Loot Crate.
yeah. It has, I don't know if you guys can see, but it has the shuttle.
Inara's shuttle.
That you can tuck right in, and they have a miniature one of it too, but it doesn't have a shuttle.
It's very cuddly.
It is. It's a
You
good
ever want
like
to
neck
cuddle a
pillow.
spaceship? This is your chance.
Yeah, QMX and Toy Vault are the big places to look for stuff.
They're starting to cooperate, which is really cool
Yeah.
because that means we get more and better stuff. It's more accessible.
Yeah. This is a Toy Vault one, and I actually have one of these to give away today in trivia, which is exciting.
Answer that trivia question.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the hardest one.
Is it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I just made that up. I have no idea.
So the Funko Pop heads came out, and everyone's like, oh, are they gonna make River? Are they gonna make Nara? Hopefully,
I really
they
want
haven't
them
said
to.
anything. Like, it's so, I think it's ridiculous that
Also, I
they,
think Book would make the most adorable Funko
Right,
Pop. With his
especially
big
if you do
hair.
it with the hair, yeah.
That'd be so cute.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Hey,
they-
BB-8, what can they say?
Right.
Because I'm a big River fan. They
Yeah.
don't have like anything.
I was so surprised that they didn't do, because I know River is so many people's favorite character.
And
So
Summer
it,
Glau was here.
right, it surprised me that there isn't a pop for her.
Yeah.
Or like anything. Like I think
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be a mini master.
Yeah.
There's
There's gonna be a
definitely gonna be a
whole
River
box.
themed
That's why I was
box.
wondering
Yeah.
when it came out the
Mhm.
cargo,
The cargo crates.
or River.
Well, they don't
They
tell
tell-
us the month before.
And we only know one in advance.
Yeah, they don't tell you when it's gonna be. But yeah, there's licensed clothing like shirts. This is a screen accurate Jane shirt. So if you cosplay Jane, this was available
Really good
in
shirt to
the Loot
have.
Crate, and you can't get it anywhere else. But QMX has some other ones. Abby Shot Clothiers does a lot of the leather working. So like Mal's jacket, they just came out with a screen accurate holster for Mal.
And both of those are also available on QMX and ThinkGeek.
Yes,
They're all the
is
same
another-
price
I
everywhere.
have
I've
links
checked.
to all of these also. So like at the end, we'll point you in the right direction. There's also a couple different action figures. We have the Legacy series, which is the higher resolution, sculpted, like very articulatable ones, which are in the bigger boxes. And they did only the 5 of those. And then they have the reaction figures, which are the littler kind of like
They're like
janky
action-
looking.
they're action figures.
They're
They're
meant to
like-
look like the retro ones.
Yeah.
And Wash is super creepy and has blonde hair.
Yeah.
But he has little dinosaurs.
Jane looks really predatory in it.
Yeah.
and
Well,
it
are you
scares me.
surprised?
I'm not surprised at all, but like that, like he is the reason why I did not get that
Yeah.
set.
Those are meant to be like the old 80s Star Wars figures. So if you're like an old school collector and want them, they do have that kind of like old school charm.
And the Malcolm Reynolds one is actually based on a Han Solo action figure.
Yeah.
Because Malcolm Reynolds is based on Han Solo
Yeah.
in the first place. So I
So
thought that was a cool
it's
connection.
fitting. But yeah, the Legacy figures, I think the Legacy figures look good. You don't
I'm
think
not-
they look
I'm not
good.
so about them.
I love the Kaylee one because I was like, yes, an action figure.
Kaylee's your girl.
Then there's tons of board games out there. If you like playing board games, there's versions of board games that are like Clue and Monopoly.
Firefly Clue is my favorite because the secret passages go from Inara's shuttle to Mel's room.
Shocking.
All my favorite.
What's your question?
I was saying again, I personally have Firefly done.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna talk about that in a
we'll
little bit. I'm actually gonna hold questions for merch for a little while because we might talk about what you got. Firefly out to the black. So Toy Vault is putting out games, and then you have like Firefly the game, which is like IO9, I think. I don't know, that's a different company.
Yeah.
Toy Vault's making their own versions of games.
But the map in Firefly the game is the same map as you'll find on the Cortex. So if you want like a physical version of this digital map, good way to get it.
Yeah. Firefly Yahtzee, if you can find it, which I know I have a link to it on my website somewhere. It's the best, cheapest way to get like a copy of the ship that's not plush. I know people who bought the game not to play the game, but just to have the plastic Serenity, because the detailing on it is pretty good. And it's sturdy, and maybe you like playing Yahtzee.
There are people I know who have like bought that just to have the ship, and they've made molds of the ship so that they can like recreate and
Recast it,
resell casts of the ship.
Yeah. There's also a role-playing game. There's actually a couple role-playing games out there. If you want to be characters in the game, and if you're into role-playing and like Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of thing, there's one that's based on the series that you said was not very good.
No, that's based on the movie.
Oh, the movie.
There's one that's based on the movie.
Right.
It's so hard to play. The mechanics are so weird. It's poorly explained in the book. I played it once, and I had an amazing DM at Aresia, if any of you know Aresia.
It's a convention in Boston.
Yeah. I had this
And DM is the dungeon master, so they're the person who's sort of like, all right,
and
it's your encyclopedia.
but she basically threw half the rules out of the book and said, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to play my way, and this
That's how I play.
is how you create the character, and then we're going to play by my rules.
Yeah.
So
So
that
if you have a
was
good
great.
DM, go for that game.
Go for that game.
I-
Otherwise, there's a newer one that has much better mechanics and is explained very well and doesn't require a huge board.
Yeah.
And 3 hours of work.
I mean, Firefly the board game is like that, though.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Firefly Tall Card, which came out a little while ago, less than a year ago. That's one that, if you remember, they're playing like a poker-looking game.
And they're trading chores. They're trading chores that they don't have to do.
Right. Firefly Tall Card is that game. It is a very like convoluted version of poker. But if you wanna live like they did,
There's a special rule in that, like if plums are tall, some kind of like Simon rule comes into effect.
right? Because why not?
Because that's what happens in the show.
Right. So there's a ton of different board games out there, and it's actually like surprising the number of Firefly board games.
Yeah.
There are, and
There's
it's
also
just
Firefly Monopoly.
keep coming out. Yeah, actually, I think I had that. No, this is Firefly the board game.
Yeah.
Firefly the board game, really fun. Don't play it if you only have a couple hours. It's like Monopoly. Like there's so many rules, and every time I like forget something that would have helped me, like that you can re-roll for medic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rules.
It takes a lot of setup. Set it up and like.
It's a huge table too. They just came out with a game mat, and it's literally 5 feet long. Like, this is a game that like you commit to.
And each of the expansions adds like a foot
more
to the board.
game. Not all of them. The Pirates and Bounty Hunters doesn't, but Blue Sun does.
Yeah, Blue Sun does, and so
Um,
does Pavita.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They actually are coming out with a couple more expansions to that game that we just found out about.
Like 2 days ago.
They're coming out with a Crime and Punishment booster pack, and they're coming out with a big money accessory, which is like the
Leather
wallet.
envelope to hold all the money.
Right, that Mel had. You see it in one of the episodes.
It's really cool looking.
Yeah. We're gonna hold questions until the end of March.
No, it's about the thing,
The episode.
the game.
Okay.
I've actually played it. It's, as you said, it's very long.
Yep.
And it's very hard to understand at first.
Yeah, the mechanics of it can be really, really confusing.
But once you get into it, you could like once you have it set up, you can play like
Yeah.
4 different
Versions
plots
of
in
the
a
game,
row,
yeah.
and like the game changes with each plot that you choose.
Yeah, my favorite plot is the one where you have to get a certain amount. I honestly, if you're playing it for the first time, one of the games is like get to this certain amount of money and you win the game. And the game doesn't recommend you play that one first, but I do because it's a lot easier and there's a lot more ways you can win it.
I played that one. I've also played the solo one, which is really fun.
Yeah, you can play this board game by
So we're
yourself.
holding questions till
Yeah,
the
we're
end.
just gonna hold questions till the end of March. But you can play this board game by yourself. So if you don't have any friends, to play a board game with you, at the time you want to play a board game, you can play this game.
Go to a Brown Coats meetup, make some friends, play this game.
Yeah, oh, and then here are there's Monopoly, there's Clue, there's also Firefly Fistful of Credits, which is sort of like its own thing in the same way that Firefly the board game is its own thing. This is Toy Vault's version of the game. I haven't played this one.
Either way.
I
I haven't been able to get my hands on it.
Yeah.
It's always sold out.
Yeah, so it's a popular one. I've talked to a couple of people from Toy Vault, and they said they tried to make it very like intuitive and more of an easy game to get into. So hopefully it is. Moving on from that. So there's all of this licensed merch out there, but there's also tons of people doing fan merch. And the best site to find anything like that is Etsy. Looking up this picture is literally just me searching Firefly Serenity in Etsy. If you look up Firefly, you're gonna get a bunch of lightning bugs, but if you look up Firefly Serenity, you're gonna get more brown coats.
Usually both are tagged.
Yeah, most people know to tag.
And if you look up Serenity, you're going to get